Coach Berek, Equity Podcast. Welcome back. We're giving you the tools to be fit for life. Strength or cardio. When people are first, I get asked all the time, like, hey, what should I do to get started? Or should I be doing strength? Should I be doing cardio? And the answer is yes. You should be doing both of them. It's not an either or. It's not one is better than the other. You need to be doing both, right? We want to be fit for life. We want to have longevity. We want to have an increased health span. We want to be able to climb stairs, pick up our grandkids. We want to be able to carry the groceries in by ourselves. We want to be independent as long as we can. We want all those things. We want to be not just surviving in our late years, we want to be thriving. And that requires us to do both strength and cardio, right? Cardio, VO2 max, like how much oxygen can you use, right? Strength, what's your grip strength? What's your lean muscle mass look like? Can I pick up relatively heavy things? We want to be able to do both of those. So it's not an either or. And I mentioned Peter Attia, our last podcast, and I'm going to mention him again this one. He talks about this in length in all the different studies, like people with a higher VO2 max, better cardio, and higher strength have lower mortality. They're at a lower risk of dying. And they also have lower risk of chronic disease as well. And yes, nutrition is important, but the best medicine for those things to push away mortality, to reduce your risk, is to exercise. It is to strength train. It is to build your cardio. It's to do both. Just doing one, just increasing your VO2 max will help that. It'll reduce your risk. Just doing strength training will reduce your risk. But if you do both, it's a double whammy. We want the strength to be able to do all the things we want to do when we get older. We also want the capacity to do those things as well. If you don't have the lung capacity to walk up 4 flights of stairs, and you're not strong, that's going to make it really hard. And you're strong, you're not going to be able to do that. And vice versa. If you don't have the strength to get up the stairs, even though your VO2 max is really good, that's not helpful either. We want both. And this is why we train the way we do. This is why we focus on weightlifting, right? Barbells and kettlebells and dumbbells and sandbags and all those, picking up external objects. That is going to help us build strength, right? We're going to carry them, we're going to lift them, we're going to press them, we're going to pull them, we're going to carry them, we're going to do all of those things. We're going to do gymnastics, right? That's going to build our relative strength, right? Being able to squat and push up and pull and sit up, all those things. They're going to help us build that, our relative strength. The barbells, the dumbbells, that's going to build our absolute strength. And then our cardio, rowing and walking and rucking and biking and skiing, all of those things, jumping rope, all of those things are going to help build our capacity, our VO2 max, our cardio. And then we're going to mix it up. We're going to keep it fresh, right? One of the things, like the reason I got started was because I was bored. I was tired of doing the same workout every week. And that's why we do something different every day. Yes, we're still going to hit our benchmark workouts and hit some similar type movements, but that's why we hit something different. That's why we keep it varied, to make sure we stay consistent. It's not about getting us all in. It's about staying consistent over time, right? It's very easy. It's much easier to work out and be healthy and fit in your 20s, 30s, and 40s. It's a lot harder to do that when you start getting to 50 plus. If we can build those habits now of consistency, it's going to be much easier in our later years to be able to do that. When you have those habits, hey, I am the type of person that walks every day for 30 minutes. I'm the type of person that squats 3 times a week. I'm the type of person that rides their bike, right? I'm the type of person that does these things. When we can establish that early, we can do that later on. Last little bit, like, yes, we have these activities that'll keep us active throughout the day, or throughout our life, right? Like gardening, or taking a walk, doing things that your life asks of you, right? Those things are really, really good. What kind of things in your lifestyle are you doing, right? Going to the park with your kids, gardening, doing some projects around the gym, building a deck, or building raised beds, or keep going back to gardening. Doing those type of things, landscaping, those things are good, and they keep you active. However, when we start, if something happens, if we have an injury and we're no longer to do those things, that can be bad, and things can deteriorate very quickly. So if we can supplement those activities with things in the gym, like strength training or specific cardio training, we can build a hedge against injury and be able to do those things longer. So yes, being active throughout your day is really good, and you're above the curve, but adding some supplemental working out can enhance that health span and let you do those things longer. Because yes, all those things are helpful, but do we still have the strength to keep our balance? Do we still have the strength to lift up those things that we haven't been able to? The more strength you have now, the more you're going to have later. The more VO2 max you have now, the more you'll have later. So if we can supplement those activities of lifestyle with other training, we'll be able to keep doing those things that we love doing even longer. So it's not strength or cardio, it is both. We want both, and that is why we train the way we do. If you're looking for something a little bit different, sign up for No Sweat Intro, learn some more. If you have any questions, like you're already doing this and you're like, well, what does this mean? How should I change, or what should I be doing different? Shoot me a message and let me know. I really, really hope this helped. Even if it's not something new, hopefully it just kind of reinvigorated why you did this, why you train the way you do. And I really hope you got something out of this. If you think it would help somebody else, send it to them, share it with them. We always think that everybody knows all the things that we know, but we don't. Other people don't. So share it with somebody that you think might need to hear it. I really, really appreciate you guys listening. Thank you so much. Cheers.